What's up, fight fans? This is Kurtaville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, of course, shocked the world last year in 2000, well, should I say the year before last now, in 2019 by dethroning Anthony Joshua, the unified king at the time, only to lose it back. However, since losing to Anthony Joshua in their rematch, he has vowed to lose weight. He's been shredding weight before his return. That said, Andy Ruiz Jr. has also parted ways with his former trainer and is now under Canelo's team, guided by Eddie Reynoso, right? We know that. However, it can have some serious impact on his performance, be it for the good or bad. A heavyweight Ruiz Jr. might run out of power as he loses the pounds. Can weight loss impact the former world champion's performance? Well, we see him shredding away pounds. I see a two-pack. I do see that two-pack. And it's up here. It's at the top. It's at the top. And I see it. And despite appearing clunky with his movements, Ruiz Jr. has had powerful shots in his fist. If he connected cleanly, he had the ability to put the best to sleep. He showcased that against Joshua, and fans are wondering if the power game will remain the same after the weight cut. And according to this, technically, no. The power will still remain the same, and the proper punch will still terrify his opponents. However, it can bring some added advantages for the Mexican. Ruiz can move fast, and his footwork can also improve if he loses the extra weight. He already has the power and skill. If one adds speed to the equation, Destroyer can be a whole new beast. Ruiz has been successful with his fighting style for so many years, so a sudden shift in physique will be difficult if he cannot handle the change properly. It might harm his boxing resume with more losses. However, Ruiz Jr. looks sharp in his recent videos, and it can be a cause for concern for the division. So this is my question, and it was pretty much answered by the Raj Sharkar. Okay, he was the author for this particular article, essentially sports. Now, that sounds great. It sounds good. He loses weight. It's less to work with. Plus, he has the punching power. I call it like he'll still have the fat guy power, being that light. But one thing Mr. Shakar, or Sarkar, right, didn't put into question is, you also lose, when you're losing weight, you're losing water retention, you're losing fat, and you're losing muscle. Okay, and it depends on how much they want him to lose. What are his overall goals? You need the marbling, you need the fat in between your muscles, because if not, if he's just this cut up, ripped, buff guy, he won't do any good. In fact, it will be worse because he won't be as fluid, as flexible as before. Now, they're working on his strength and conditioning. That's how they're losing the weight, though. So technically, he's still strong. But the problem with certain people that battle obesity, okay, is the same thing that happened to him in 2019. So a lot of people don't know that Andy Ruiz, I think for maybe a week or two or whatnot, was said to be losing weight, but he looked sluggish losing that weight. So the question is, what this guy Sakar was talking about, how can he properly lose the weight? The thing is, this is the thing he must focus on, Andy Ruiz. He has to focus on not losing too much weight too fast, because you have to acclimate to your power and speed. Whereas if you're accustomed to being a certain weight, your heart and everything else comes together. So I think overall, Andy Ruiz should slowly lose this weight. And the rate he's going, he's working out like a madman according to these videos. And again, I see the physique forming around his stomach. He had the muffin top and the belly, the Corona belly. And I'm not talking about the virus. I'm talking about the beer. Okay, so the man could put away some beer. The man could eat. The man could do what he needed to do as far as party-wise. Now he's doing what he needs to do physical, and training wise. The only concern I have for Andy Ruiz is why he didn't fight. That's my only problem. And another thing is he ducked 2 fights to avoid the higher opposition. So I didn't like that also. But I guess they're waiting to get him this full reconstructed physique of Andy Ruiz. And only time will tell. We'll see how good he does in his fights. It depends on who they put him in there with. Maybe they'll put him in there somewhere like Chris Arreola to build his confidence up or whatnot, and then get him used to his new body, because he is making a new body for himself. That's the beauty of losing weight. It can be done. But Ruiz has been that big so long to the point where he has to acclimate properly to this new body. So he can't lose too much of everything. It's all about balance, right? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Andy Ruiz shredding the weight. What do you think he will be? Will he be better? Will he not? In fact, I'll put a poll on the community so you guys can vote on that today as I drop this video. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.